Hey guys, it's Nick and Kieran here from the Pokemon Trope, and today we are doing another video for the Battle Corner section of our YouTube channel, and today we'll be doing a standard list for Manectric bats. Got anything to say about that, Kieran?
I think it's the best deck in standard. It's really good. Has a lot of utility. There are a lot of ways you can tech out the deck. This is a really basic list, but there are a lot of things you can change about the deck. A lot of techs you can put into the deck, and overall, it's just a really versatile deck. And I think it's definitely one of, if not the best decks in standard.
Most definitely. Okay, let's get into the list a little bit here. We'll go over Manectric EX real quick for those of you guys that don't know. So Manectric EX, for one colorless energy, does Overrun for 20, and does 20 damage on your opponent's bench Pokemon. And then for a lightning and a colorless, Assault Laser does 60 damage, and then if your opponent's active Pokemon has a tool card attached to it, then this attack does 60 more damage. So it does 120 if your opponent has a tool on it. And tools are pretty relevant in the format at the moment, so they're very often your opponent will have a tool on their active.
And that also pairs really well with cards like Headringer that you can attach to your opponent's Pokemon at will.
Yeah, we'll be going over that in a bit. So yeah, we play 3 of those. You can play 4. That's one of the things that makes this deck versatile. There's a lot of different options you can take with it. One of them is having a 4th Manectric EX.
Yeah, in addition to your skeleton, you really have a lot of free space to work with this deck. Like, we chose to play some cards that we'll go over in a bit. But I mean, you can do things like playing Trainer's Mail. You can play things like Seismitoad and Jolteon EX. It's just a really versatile deck.
Okay, and then we have 2 Shaman EX in this deck. Shaman EX, you guys all know what it does by now. Consistency Bird Dog. When you put this Pokemon on your bench, you draw a card, so you have 6 in your hand, and it's just a really good utility Pokemon. You pretty much use it in every deck. But yeah, and then moving on to the Crobat line, Zubat doesn't really matter, but Golbat, its ability, when you evolve into it, you put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and then Crobat, when you evolve into it, you put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So this deck focuses on spreading a lot of damage and just getting near perfect knockouts with the help of Golbat and Crobat, and you're really aggressive, doing 120 a turn pretty much with Manectric EX for 2 energies, which is really awesome, and you do a lot of damage. It's really cool. Also,
the utility with Overrun and the bats make things like against decks like Vespiquen, where they have a 40 HP basic. Most of the time, rather than using Assault Laser, you're going to be using Overrun combined with the Golbat to knock out a Combi. Things like that. Overrun's an attack that just makes a good deck even better.
Okay, so we're going to get into some of the trainer cards of the deck. We play 2 Level Ball. It's good to help you get Zubats out early, which is really important, and to get Golbats, of course.
Startling Megaphone is kind of a card that some lists opt to play, some lists opt not to play it because you play the Headringers, but I think Startling Megaphone is a strong inclusion now, mainly because Bursting Balloon is a card that's poised to be really relevant going into States.
Yeah, you just get rid of your opponent's tools. It's really good. Super Rod is really good for this deck, or just in general, especially decks that play basic energies. Sometimes you have to discard your bats early on, and using Super Rod to bring them back into the deck is really good. Also, if you're running low on energy, you shuffle those back in. It's just really good.
It's also really good because we're in a format where there aren't very many draw supporters, so a lot of the time you're going to have to Sycamore away stuff you wouldn't really want to Sycamore.
Definitely. And then Super Scoop Up, flip a coin. If heads, put one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. This is really good with Crobats because you can pick up a Crobat and then you have essentially the 50 damage from evolving into Golbat and evolving into Crobat back into your hand, and you just get to reuse that over and over again.
Yeah, your big goal is to have a Zubat, a Golbat, and a Crobat down. That way you can Super Scoop Up or AZ every single turn, and then put the Golbat on the Zubat, the Crobat on the Golbat that was already done, and then just start over with Zubat.
It's good. Then we have 4 Ultra Ball. That's pretty standard and everything. Ultra Ball is just really good. There's not much to say about it.
Same with Versus Seeker. There just really isn't much to say about. I wouldn't play less than 4 in anything in Standard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just really good. Kieran, are you looking at the TV?
Yes.
Okay. We have this hooked up to the TV in here through HDMI cable, so I just noticed that in the camera, Kieran's like not really looking at the screen.
AZ I already kind of talked about. It's a lot like Super Scoop Up, except you do discard the cards attached to it. And a lot of players who aren't really super adept to the competitive side of the game might see it and think, like, why would you play it? It counts as your supporter for the turn, and it discards energy, which Super Scoop Up doesn't do. But it's not based on a coin flip, which is really good. And a lot of the times you won't be needing to use another supporter, so AZ is a good card in that sense. And then if you're going against a deck like Seismitoad, being able to AZ to make sure you're hitting one-hit knockouts is just generally really good. What are you doing?
Screwing around, being dumb. But yeah, AZ is really good, especially since discarding the cards attached to it doesn't really matter when you're picking up Crobat or Shaman.
Discarding the cards attached to it. Never mind. I was about to say something about Headringer, but then I realized I'm dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you have a Headringer on Shaman, that's kind of relevant.
But Super Scoop Up also discards Headringer. I'm just bad at Pokemon.
You are bad at Pokemon, okay. Okay, so we have a Giovanni scheme, which can be really good for helping you take one-hit knockouts. You mostly use it for during this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it makes it so Assault Laser can do 140, and with that, combined with like Muscle Band, which we'll go over, and bat damage, you can get one-shots, which is really awesome.
Yeah, originally I wasn't very sold on Giovanni's scheme, because it seemed like when you're using Giovanni's scheme to do 20 more, like why not use AZ to do 50 more? But Giovanni's scheme has the added benefit of being able to use really early on to help hit some of those perfect numbers, like if you don't have a band attached and you want to kill a Combi, something like that. And it also has the added utility because having that extra draw supporter is just really good in Standard, because this is a format where we really need that.
Definitely. And then also, moving on, we have Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac is really good. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon play and their hand and their discard piles, so all Pokemon in play, have no abilities, which is really relevant. It can really slow down players if you can play at T1, or if you're playing against like a deck of bats, you can really screw over their math when they can't add on the bat damage, which is really good. And then, Judge. Each player shuffles their hand to their deck and draws 4 cards. This is also really good on turn 1 if you can like play out your hand and then play Judge. You put your opponent down to a 4-card hand, and then you still essentially get to draw 4 cards. Which you think, well, if it's good for you to draw 4 cards, why isn't it good for them to draw 4 cards? Well, if they don't get to play anything to start off with, they essentially start off their
game with a 4-card hand.
Yeah,
5
card.
They get to draw for their turn. But it gets a lot better, especially if you have a crazy turn, like if you manage to burn through your deck with Shamans and stuff like that, and just manage to thin out cards to the point where you're judging and you don't have to worry about judging into completely unplayable cards. The card just gets so much better, because then you're going to judge yourself into a good hand and your opponent into a bad one.
Lysander is another pretty standard card. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. This is just really good. If you can Lysander up a Shaman, get an easy knockout with Manectric. It's really good. It's just really good.
It really is. Birch is just it's not an overly good card, but it's a card we kind of have to play. It's our staple shuffle draw in Standard. It's either that or Shauna.
Yeah. Just waiting for Fates Collide.
Yeah,
N is
Fates
coming
Collide
back.
will bring back N, and then we can drop Judge too.
Yeah.
Sycamore, not really much to say about Sycamore. It's the
Standard
best draw supporter in the game, in both Standard and Expanded.
Yeah. Zerosic is one of those tech cards that we were talking about that some lists play, some lists don't, but this is a really good card. It's just, when you have a turn where you don't really need to do a lot, you can always discard a tool or a special energy card in play. This can also be really significant if you need to discard something off of Garbodor, so you can get abilities back, so you can use your bats again.
Getting rid of Bursting Balloon's good.
Mm-hmm.
Using it to get rid of DC on the Seismitoad to hope that they miss the Quick and Punch. It's just an all-around good card. I feel like pretty much every deck in Standard should really be playing it. Every deck in both formats, to be honest.
And then Rough Seas, once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of their water Pokemon and lightning Pokemon. So you essentially can use this to heal off your Manectric EX, and which can be really strong, especially against like the new Trevenant. That's really big. You essentially undo all the damage on your Manectric from
originally, this list, this is my list that I've been testing with for states. Originally, I wasn't playing Rough Seas, but once Trevenant rose to popularity, it's just such a good card against Trevenant. Originally, I was playing Dimension Valley and Wobbuffet to be able to attack for 1 energy and to attack with Crobat for free. But Rough Seas just seems like it's almost a necessity at this point because of how good Trevenant is.
Yeah. So we've been talking about Bursting Balloon a lot in this video. Bursting Balloon is a new card that came out in Breakpoint, and it's a really cool card. It's essentially a Rock Guard back in the expanded format, except at the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets discarded. So, essentially, your opponent gets the option of attacking into it and taking 60, or just passing, and then this goes away. But then, of course, when you do that, you lose a lot of tempo, and it's just bad.
It just forces them into a situation, like, which is worse? Do you just not attack, and do you just become a turn behind, or do you attack into it and take damage? Because this also sets up great math with Bursting Balloon, along with Assault Laser. If there's a tool attached to the opponent's Pokemon, that becomes 180, which is really good math for any format. And it also makes it so that this deck just doesn't realistically lose to Nightmarch very often, because combined with the bats and the Bursting Balloons, you're gonna be taking multiple prizes in a turn, and they can just not attack into the Bursting Balloon, but then they're just even farther behind.
Sorry. Yeah. So we also play Team Muscle Band in this deck. This is a pretty standard card. It's been around for a while. You do 20 more damage, which helps with the math for Overrun, deal 40 damage, so you can knock out Combees, and Assault Laser dealing 140, so that you can use Crobat to do 170. That's a good number for knockouts. It's pretty...
170 is kind of the key number in Standard. There are a lot of 180 HP Pokemon in Standard. Yeah. The only reason I only play 2 is because a lot of the time Bursting Bloom will carry you mostly through the game.
And then Headringer is a really good card for this deck. It helps get that tool attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. You can attach this to one of your opponent's Pokemon EX, and then that Pokemon's attack to cost 1 colorless more. So it slows down your opponent and helps you do more damage with Manectric EX. Because sometimes your opponents will try and avoid using a tool just so you don't do the extra damage with Assault Laser, but then you just attach the Headringer and you're good to go. Really cool.
The Fire Energy. This is my favorite thing to talk about.
Okay, so yeah, we play six Lightning Energy and 1 Fire Energy. Now, Kieran, why do we play 1 Fire Energy? We don't play Fire-type Pokemon.
This is the biggest question I get about the deck ever, and it's my favorite thing to talk about. The reason we play the 1 Fire Energy, if you look at each of the Pokemon's attack costs, each attack cost has at least 1 colorless requirement to fulfill. And so because of this, you're in a situation where there's never going to be a point in the game, with Manectric especially, because Manectric's the only one with the colored attachment. There's never going to be a point in the game where you are going to be trying to Assault Laser, but you draw into the Fire Energy, and you're like, I wish this was Lightning. Because if you're in a position where you're going to be able to Assault Laser this turn, you already have 1 Lightning attached. And because of this, we get the utility of being able to play 1 energy of any type. And I mean, you could just play the Lightning, but then you're boring. And I mean, why would you want to be boring? So I mean, you could play Firefighting for Scorched Earth. I play Fire because Ho is a lot cooler than Sudowoodo, and I use the Heart Gold Soul Silver energies. But you could also play the Fairy for Fairy Garden, although Fairy Garden isn't a particularly relevant card. You could use Dark for Shadow Circle, although once again, Shadow Circle isn't a particularly relevant card.
I mean, neither is Scorched Earth, to be honest. But
I mean, it's
Groudon,
I guess. It's more relevant than...
I mean, Groudon, Entei, it is pretty relevant, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Entei's pretty big.
Entei's a pretty big deck. I feel like it's worth playing. But I mean, in a normal circumstance, I'd recommend playing the Fighting Energy over the Fire, because Fighting normally just looks cooler than Fire.
I don't know, Fire looks really cool. I like the color red.
But I mean, if you're playing... It matches well to Headringers and the Lysander, and I guess the Judge, I'll give you
and
that.
And the Xerostic's pretty red. Giovanni, the half of Giovanni.
But if you're playing the Hercules,
The little flower part on Shaman, that's red.
If only Volcarona existed at the time.
Super Rod red.
Because then you'd have Volcarona
red. Look, see, this is yellow and red. It matches perfectly with our yellow and red energies. Yellow energy and red energy.
But I mean...
and Muscle Band, yellow and red, dude, there's so much synergy here. No wonder why this is the BDIF. No wonder why this is so good.
But I mean, Ho is just cool.
Even Bursting Balloon. I guess that's a little more closer to brown. Yeah. But it's kind of red.
And you're kind of bad at Pokemon?
I am kind of bad at Pokemon. That's fun. That's a different story.
But yeah, I mean, if you also just want to be boring and just want to play whatever energy type you want, some personal recommendations of mine: you can play Grass. You can play Psychic. Psychic would be cool. You could play. Actually, a thing that I did was the original list that I had dropped a Rough Seas for Dimension Valley. Or dropped both Rough Seas. It played one Dimension Valley, one Wobbuffet, and then dropped the Fire for a Psychic. And if you're not expecting Trevenant, that's something I personally recommend. Because being able to end your turn with the Wobbuffet active is so strong, especially first turn.
Okay. Yeah, so we've been rambling on about this energy thing for a while. But yeah, so we're gonna go on, we're gonna play a few games of this, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, we're back with our first battle with the Manectric Bats deck first. Yeah, that first game was dumb. We're not counting that.
We're just not gonna talk about that. We lost to a deck that played Octillery instead of Shaman. So
he ran super hot. Like super hot fire.
No, he just outskilled us.
Yeah, we're pretty bad at this game. So.
We're bad, and we play poorly. So that's good. Heads. I want heads.
Point flip. We won!
And it was heads. Yeah. See?
Go first.
I flip like a god, yes.
Yes, go first.
Go second.
Yes. Okay.
We should go second when we play Batsus.
I didn't see what types are in this deck.
Neither did I, but you won't.
Okay, we started with Manectric, Zubat, 2 Super Scoop Up, Sycamore, Headringer, and Muscle.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, the 2 Super Scoop Ups right away is pretty dumb. Mm-hmm.
Can we try to Super Scoop Up a Zubat before we Sycamore?
Yes.
And then put it back down?
We're going to have maximum BM on here. I keep saying terms that are used for Hearthstone.
Click done.
Oh, do I have to do that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize. I don't use new PTCGO.
Neither do I.
I've never used this.
I've used PTCG twice.
Yep.
I do my testing in Solitaire and Solitude. I just got that.
Marowak break. Oh jeez.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be spooky.
We might.
This actually could be really bad.
We'll just have to outskill him.
Yep. Oh boy, we're gonna draw a lot of cards.
Like his sashes.
This Headringer's not gonna be that helpful. We're recording.
No, don't worry. Take your time.
Is that a Flareon?
Yeah.
How many mulligan draws do we want to take? We have 3.
We have 3? We have 2, I thought.
I'm pretty sure we have 3.
I'd take 1. If it's bad, we'll stop.
Oh, we don't get a check. YOLO?
Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. We have to declare. Yeah, I'd go now. I don't want to take too many, so we'll probably have to sit back. We should have...
Yep.
See what I mean?
Oh! Ooh, it's a Lucario. We actually get to use our Headringer.
But look at that. We drew Super Rod.
Rip.
And Super Scoop Up the Zubat. BM.
Dang it.
Super Scoop Up again.
Because I'm bad at fucking points.
Heads. Oh.
We're bad at flipping.
You need to have me take the mouse when we play.
Okay.
He's so good at flipping, except for regions like that.
Do we play Shaman?
No. Touch Bursting Balloon.
To what?
The active.
The active has a missile band.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
But to be fair, we are gonna get. We could probably get a knockout next turn. We're doing 140.
He needs to Mega Pump.
Yeah. next turn we're doing 140 with an energy.
Gold bat
two
160.
gold bats. That's 180. So we could get a knockout next turn. Yeah. See, that's just how strong this is. This deck is.
He's not gonna be able to attack us unless.
Oh, that's a enhancer round. Left click. Okay, so he sets up. He does play Shane, so that's something. And he attaches. He's like, oh wait, I can't do anything. So next turn we're probably gonna.
Lol.
Oh, he just discarded a lot of stuff.
Ew.
That's what you guys discarded.
Why would he just
Karina?
Karina?
I don't know.
That's so dumb. Don't discard it.
Okay, so we're going to go back.
Deactive.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, we're gonna put 2 damage counters there. We're gonna put down the rough seas. Yes.
I feel like we have to put down the worst.
1 or 2?
Probably 1. So I mean, if we can save them, we should try, but we may have to save them.
So we're gonna shame it for 4.
See what happens. Yes.
Full animation. Look at me, I'm drawing cards.
That was pretty bad.
Okay, so we're going to.
We're almost out of bursting ones. Yeah, drop a Manectric. Drop 1.
Yeah, and then we'll put down bursting balloons for funsies. We're gonna put 1 here because of Headringer. We'll put 1 here because of Headringer.
Yes. No, put 1 on Zubat.
Why? Oh, can you pick it up?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so we're going to.
I'm thinking about these things.
I feel like we would have picked up a Shaman, to be honest, before we pick up a Zubat. Lone Zubat. But whatever.
But no, because we're gonna evolve it into Golbat properly. Here, check out this compile. We have just a Sigma. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was last game that we had Giovanni meme.
Okay, so we're going to VS Seeker for the Sycamore.
If we don't draw an energy in the Golbat, we're out of Pokemon.
Yep. Pretty much.
I would have megaphoned off the header that we put on.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, we're bad.
I'm gonna say no to that. But here.
We could super spook up.
Here, we're gonna super
spook up the. Wait, no. Don't do it. Ultra Ball first.
Oh yeah, let's see what we have.
Ultra Ball, discard Judge, and. Zubat?
Yeah, because I think we gotta keep the Crobat.
Do you want to go Zubat or Rough Seas?
I feel like Rough Seas is gonna be really big in this matchup because he plays Fighting Stadium.
Yeah, but he's got hats. He's not going to be able to attack.
Yeah, sure.
Because damage math is also going to be big. Because we're on person modes. Ultra Ball for
Shaman.
Yeah, for Shaman. And Super Scoop Up first.
Yeah. We're going to Super Scoop Up. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game.
You need to have me flip.
You didn't say anything.
We talked about this.
Yeah, but you didn't bring it up when I looked freaking.
I thought you remember.
No, you didn't remember. So shut up.
You shut up. This is dumb. I'm just gonna Assault Laser and then we can pro that next turn.
There's 160 on him.
Just gonna play Super Scoop Up or something wrong. I'm going to quit. I thought that was his for a second. I was like, that's not happening. Escape rope. Oh, he's not playing that.
No, you see Ultra Ball discarding.
This interface is dumb. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. But whatever. Okay, he puts
Also,
out
don't get
another.
to look at Nick's face one. Yeah, we should have kept the Rough Seas.
Told you.
That's for what, 100? 140. Oh gosh.
That's gross.
Golly.
But
Oh, I thought. Ooh.
how much you doing? 140.
It's pretty spooky.
Okay, so. Just balloons went away.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna have to.
Hey. Do we Crobat the active? The active is safe, but if we Crobat the bench, we can set up some nifty math. Let's play it safe, because he hasn't shown that he has anything else yet. So let's just Crobat the active, because we'll also have 2 more prizes to work with.
Should we? No, we have to do this first. I'm done. about to ask if we should sycamore first. Like that doesn't work like that.
Maybe not.
Which one? You stick bomb too.
No.
No?
You misplayed.
I'm gonna hit you. Please don't. Okay, so attach this here.
Yeah. We should
I'll just
drop that around the shame and the secret judge.
We don't have a judge.
Check the discard pile. I'm pretty sure we discarded.
Oh yeah, we
judge.
did. We did discard judge.
See, I'm thinking. Because if we have the judge, he's probably gonna miss the attachment list unless he draws good. But I mean, if we don't draw good, why would he? Right?
Right.
Is that flawed logic? Maybe.
Maybe a little bit. We don't care about logic here. We have Pokemon trope.
Golbat.
Yeah, Golbat.
Golbat. Wait. I'm gonna spend like 2 minutes thinking about this.
No, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back.
Golbat the active.
I'm gonna go back the active. While you think about it, and then eventually agree that we should go back the active. We don't need a super scoop up. No, we'll just solve it. Wow!
Alright, go back the active.
Alright, go back the active. Okay, he attaches. So
Most of you don't actually understand that joke. But just a little backstory. I'm a really, really slow player, like Ross Coffin slow. So we just joke about the fact that I normally take a really long time to decide what I'm gonna do.
Dude, we could win the game here. Okay, so put up Manectric. Technically, we should have put this up, but
You're right.
would you like to do the honors of doing the coin flip?
Yeah, I'll do it. Whoa, oh gosh.
Oh, you can see. Okay.
Bye, bud.
Bye, opponent. Okay.
Right, stop the wheel. Yeah.
But yeah,
10.
so yeah, we were just able to overwhelm him. Even though he had weakness, we
I
were
love
able
how
to.
it's still shaking the bird, just like, hey,
You can play this.
hey, you, play it.
But yeah, so even though our opponent had weakness over us, we were still able to overcome him just by having early board presence and really the early game head ringer is what screwed him over mostly. Yeah. Also, he didn't draw too very well.
Well,
but,
as you can see, Manectric took on Lucario EX Marowak Break, so I don't see why you wouldn't play this for states.
Okay. Yeah. We'll probably come back in a little bit with one more game because that game was kind of anticlimactic. But yeah. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hi guys.
Okay, guys, we're back
Oh.
with game 2 of Manectric Bats.
What's up?
Take 5, I think.
I think I'm responding to my Snapchats.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I've said this like 6 times. So many videos where I haven't done this, so we're gonna go through this fast. We played the first game wrong. You're supposed to use Crobat and not Manectric when attacking Lucarios. Racking up them CPs to John Ang and to Damien and to Justin and to everyone. And what else? We had some really good commentary in that other game. You guys are gonna miss that because that game sucked. Octillery is bad unless it's played in Garchomp. That was a thing.
Percolate.
Yeah,
The
Glade.
set decks.
But that deck's not very good. Ooh, we mold. That was the first time we molded.
You're going to selecting the starting Pokemon.
Did they
Can
go
I
first?
shuffle my hand right now? Yes, they're going first.
Then why did they bench 2 Pokemon? That's how you tell they're bad. You bench only one.
You don't care. Oh, this is bad.
At least. Just watch it be Trevenant or Toad in the fairy sleeves.
Probably Trevor. Probably has Wally in hand too. What is he playing? What is this? Gardevoir? He's playing Gardevoir? Is this a Cottonee? What is
It's the evolution is the one
this
that's like
transfers
move all the damage.
Okay.
Alright guys, looks like we're on our way to Flavor Town.
Wait, no, pro plays. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Do head ringer the bench because that's what has energies. Yes.
No. Hold up. Wait. No.
Why? Why not the bench? The bench is the one that has energies.
It doesn't matter. And then
It
the active.
slows down his attachments.
He's gonna have to attach to the active anyways. The active is gonna be able to life leap if we head ringer.
Yeah, but if he tries to life leap, we have a bursting balloon. We attach bursting balloon. He doesn't even want to life leap. If he does, he's bad.
I still feel like we attach to the active.
I feel like we attach to the bench. I feel like attaching to the bench is much more
We're
beneficial.
gonna attach to the bench anyways. So I mean,
but it's obvious that he's trying to load this up, so we should slow this up.
do it, you hack.
Okay, well, we're doing it. Okay.
Super scoop up the Zubat. Beat M.
Okay.
Attach a person to each. So then we can super spook up that Zubat.
Possibly. Probably not, but whatever.
Judging by our draws tonight, no.
Wow, that's pretty awful. Oh wait, no, there's a ball here. That's good.
And then we can discard the 2 supporters off of the Ultra Ball. Check the full deck. I'm doing the deck search. I got this, guys. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I put the speed of Roscoffin. Thank you for reminding me. We priced the Golbat. I think we might have priced the Golbat.
We just discarded a Golbat.
We priced the Shaman? Is that one Shaman?
That's actually relevant. One Shaman. Yeah, we priced the Shaman. Oh no, 2 Shaman.
We priced the Bursting Balloon in the band.
Running out of time.
No, we didn't prize a Bursting Balloon. Maybe. We prized a
We have another deck search anyway. So.
Is it good in this little box? Is that what we want? Little red box lines?
Yeah.
It's so confusing. Oh, I drag. Yeah. Judge and
Grab the Shaman.
Oh, no, show all. Checking for scoop ups and ultras. Alright, we have all of our scoop ups. We price. And we just use an ultra bomb then. I think we priced. Yeah, we priced the rubber ball, I think. Nope. No, we didn't. I completed before it started spooking me.
That's
Should
probably.
we drop our keys?
I feel like we want to counter the Fairy Garden.
If only you played the Fairy Energy instead of the Fire.
Dang it. Okay, yeah, I didn't even realize we had an attached energy this turn. We're gonna overrun. Do 20 to the.
Cottony messes with you, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding.
Just a Cottony.
We're gonna deal with Cottony.
It only has 40 HP too, so that's
Oh,
an
does
easy
it?
knockout. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, dude. Easy knockout.
That's pretty nifty. Just attack again or attach again.
Yeah, attached to the bench.
What? Lead.
Sure. I'm trying to right click the discard pile. Discards Aromatiz and the guard board.
I feel like this is gonna take a while.
Rotary.
Oh, the Key Octillery. Wonderful. So Nick, do you wanna? I don't know. Do you wanna give a short little overview of how your season is going? Oh, never mind. That was a really fast turn. Maybe next time.
Okay, so we're going to
Golbat?
the Remoraid?
No, Golbat. The what's it called? The Cotton.
Oh yeah,
we have
Cottony,
one more price to work with this
Sorry,
one.
I totally forgot about that. I didn't forget about it. I thought of it, but then I.
No, you gotta do the middle right.
Oh, you're wrong.
We're gonna have to sycamore that. No, we don't. Yeah.
X. No, we have something else in this house.
We have Judge.
We're going to. Yeah, but we don't want to give
I'd
him cards.
wait to attach the balloon.
We don't want to give him cards.
Then attach the balloon and sycamore. And drop the rest of these, I guess.
Well, the question is, do we want to overrun the bench to hit the Remoraid? If we plan on doing that, we shouldn't drop the Rusties.
Hit the Gardevoir. I don't here if they drop that cards. Good for him. I'm proud that's working out for him. Good for you, big guy.
Okay, so now we're gonna Sycamore. Sycamore. Okay, put this down.
No.
Maybe?
I'm kidding, put it down.
Well, I didn't know if we wanted room for Shaman.
No, put it down.
We don't really need Shaman this turn.
Put it down. Don't drop it.
Yeah. I don't think we need to do anything else, really. Just Assault Laser is active?
Hold up now.
Let's see, he has...
No,
this has 210, so that means it's gonna... To get a knockout, we'll need,
Hold up. Let me do this math.
I was trying to do that.
Yeah, so
we need one
we need to overrun.
Yeah. Because then it puts this at 190, which puts it at a Assault Laser with a Muscle Band that's 140.
Band,
and
go back.
Oh wow, did he top deck that? Did he actually top deck that? Wow.
So far we've been seeing opponents proving us wrong about Artillery's trash. Oh,
hey look, 2 free prizes. Well, 1 free prize, my bad. We've essentially gotten 2 free prizes. What's in his prizes? 2 level ball, Spirit Light, Xerneas, Less Lightning.
I feel like Cotton's not really a problem because he's not really doing damage. Whoa!
Just make it all that.
Applying some real intense pressure. Does he have a tool on him?
So we're gonna lice. No,
don't lice him. Actually,
should we Lysander the Artillery and knock it out because of how much damage? Because I mean, he has 1 card in hand, and he didn't play his 4 last turn. So if we Lysander the Artillery, that puts us at 4 prizes. So we just have to knock out these 2, and he's in a bad.
Another spooky thing we can do is because he probably won't be able to attack to.
I think we Lysander Artillery.
Yeah, we definitely Lysander Artillery. I'm just trying to decide if we want to use Crobat to damage it, or if we want to Crobat the bench, because then next turn we can AZ.
We have to Crobat to kill it.
I know.
So yes.
Yeah, we'll just Crobat the active. But play Muscle Band the active.
Yeah. Just in case he plays something down.
Energy to the Crobat, so that we can Shaman.
Shaman for more. It just spooks me that we won't be able to set up something on the bench unless we get it out of the way.
It's a cheap attacker.
Okay, so then
double Golbat the Gardevoir. Or
should we double get rid of this Cottony?
I feel like the Gardevoir is going to be more trouble to us.
Okay.
Because if he can't get damage on us in the first place, then...
So we're gonna put 20 there.
And then Ultra Ball discarding probably the Ultra Ball in the
Another Golbat.
Then we can do
no, we don't have one.
Whoops. If only given me more time.
You had plenty of time. You literally did 2 searches. I mean, we still have the perfect lineup. It's fine.
Yeah, we can just easy next turn.
So should we just not get anything?
Yeah, just fail.
Okay, so then we're gonna Assault Laser, get rid of his draw. So then
and then we're gonna take the middle right prize.
Middle right?
Yes, middle right is good. See what I mean?
I mean, we already have a BS Secret.
But now, next turn we can be a Secret for an AZ, and then the turn after that we can be a Secret for a Sycamore.
Sure.
Oh, goof.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Super Odd. That was already.
How much damage do you have on 80?
It's 40. They
40.
both have 40.
What? That's pretty stupid.
I mean, not really. When you think about it, it's pretty intelligent based off of how the math adds up.
Sure.
You didn't even do anything. So we're going to
Level Ball. Get the Golbat. We have it, I promise.
We're gonna waste it. Get the level on our hand.
Yeah. So we don't get memed by Judge. Who go? You never tasted paper. Tripped. Do we AZ? I feel like we do we AZ or do we lasagna?
Ooh.
Let's lasagna. I think lasagna's the way to go.
attack the biggest threat. We're just gonna completely demolish this guy.
What time is it?
It's like
this isn't appropriate time in a video, but I'm checking.
probably
It's 11:44.
probably past my bedtime.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours past my bedtime.
Dude, it's like 3.5 hours past my bedtime.
Ha!
Heck.
Do we AZ and kill the Remory just to just to do it? Even though,
Okay, he concedes. So
I give up. We're not playing more games.
Okay.
We're keeping that.
yeah, we're gonna keep that. That was a pretty good game. We did a good job at getting rid of his threats. I think Lysander in the artillery was a really good play that kind of ruined his plan. We were able to take advantage of his bad draws. Well, he didn't necessarily have bad draws. It's just the fact that
He played artillery.
we took out his artillery, which was big, and he played artillery.
I'm sorry, but artillery is bad. If you're watching this, I feel sympathy, just not a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of this video for you guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, this is a pretty good deck. I mean, probably should definitely be tested and tested against when testing for states. I just said tested like 3 times in the same sentence.
Nice.
Yeah.
This doesn't relate to this video, but I haven't said anything about my cities. I won 4 cities, but they're all really easy. So, thanks, guys. Bye.
Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah. So as always, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think of Manectric bats, and what you think of what will be good going up into states, and also comment down below any video ideas or decks you want us to cover. That makes it really easy for us to do videos. And
comment what states you're going to, because Nick, you want to say which ones you're doing?
I should be going to Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
And I am going to most likely Illinois, and most likely Illinois. I mean, I swear I know that that's not an S sound. Most likely Illinois, most likely Minnesota, and then for sure Wisconsin and Iowa. So
yeah, and if you guys see us there, feel free to talk to us, say hi to us. We always love to talk to fans.
Unless you're gonna say something mean, because if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all.
But for real, guys, be nice to everyone. Be
Yeah.
kind. But yeah, so that's all from us here at the Pokemon Trope. That's the Pokemon Trope signing off.
Pokemon Trope out.